The onboarding process is one that impacts almost every person in some form or another over the course of their lifetime. Whether it's a student's first day at kindergarten, or an employee starting a new job as an executive at a multi-billion-dollar organization. Everyone experiences exposure to a toolkit that the members of the new organization feel is important for someone new to receive. Onboarding is the process of integrating a new person into an organization or a new product or service. Research suggests that the onboarding process is a critical piece of learners' experience with the organization. A recent study found that 79% of business leaders felt like effective onboarding is an urgent and essential priority to their organization, with the consequences of a poor process resulting in elevated levels of employee turnover within their first 3 months of employment. As organizations value employees who are innovative, creative, and digitally literate, they risk losing their top-tier talent should the onboarding experience be subpar. Bauer and Erdogan suggest that successful onboarding involves proactively covering compliance, clarification, culture, and connection, and only 20% of organizations can successfully deliver on all 4 Cs. Since the onboarding process is a learning process after all, you'll find that learning theories and frameworks directly apply to it. Take constructivism, for example. It is a theoretical framework that lends itself well to supporting the onboarding process, as new hires will bring with them their knowledge and experience from previous roles and integrate them to their new role to drive value for their organization. Self-regulation is an important learning theory as well, because it suggests that learners are motivated to complete the onboarding process because of their own self-direction and orientation towards success. Leveraging the TEAL framework is also beneficial for organizations when designing an onboarding process, as it encourages the use of technology to provide structure and learning theory best practice into the onboarding content delivery process. So what is causing these onboarding processes to be ineffective in our time and age? As organizations seek to recruit top talent in Generation Z, they will need to adopt technology-enabled onboarding processes. However, studies show that employees are woefully unprepared to leverage new technologies in their onboarding process for reasons such as lack of skills to integrate new products, lack of budget to afford new technologies, and the inability to compete with technology transients. With such high demands on employers to keep their new hires happy by engaging top technology tools and trends in their onboarding process, the data must be compelling that investing in these tools will yield significant rewards for their organization. To that end, we've developed an alternative proposal to the onboarding process which incorporates the use of an augmented reality and wayfinding tool mapped in order to support an organization's ability to deliver an exceptional onboarding experience. Mapped-In is changing the name of the wayfinding game by providing an interactive and augmented reality experience to help people find their way in unfamiliar places. Apart from its more traditional uses, such as university campuses and massive shopping centers, Mapped-In is also supporting employers map their office spaces and manufacturing plants, helping new employees to feel comfortable wayfinding their offices prior to the first day. Let's meet John to understand the usefulness of the tool and how it would be integrated into the onboarding process. John is a recent graduate of the Columbia Business School in New York City. Having graduated top of his class with a prestigious Bachelor's of Finance degree, he was recruited by Wells Fargo, a Tier 1 American bank, to be one of their newest investment banking interns. However, because of COVID-19, John has yet to hit the trading floor of the New York Stock Exchange. Under normal circumstances, John would be given a fund to manage and sent to the trading floor to make his trades and grow his portfolio. In order not to lose precious time or money, when the markets close at 4 p.m. every day, he would come back to the office to complete his compliance training and the remainder of his onboarding process. However, because of COVID-19, John is trading online and completing his onboarding processes simultaneously while submitting his trades. One would think, oh, poor John. That is assuming he wasn't getting proper training to end up on the trading floors when they open back up. To his luck, Wells Fargo had recently engaged MapTin to map the New York Stock Exchange and help their traders get familiar with the environment. They decided to leverage the tools of augmented reality to reduce the stress response of interns to the chaos that is the trading floor during market hours. Interestingly enough, John is finding that his onboarding training is supporting his ability to make smart financial plays in the market. Decreased stress has been directly correlated to better trades, which earns clients and the bank money, and in return, earns John a bigger bonus. To that effect, MapTin and its wayfinding and augmented reality tools support John through the onboarding process effectively. Some of the benefits of integrating the tool into a company's onboarding process include its user-friendly feature, which makes the product easy to integrate into existing onboarding software or infrastructure. Ease of integration allows organizations to easily grant access to previously mapped spaces based on how an employee is moving throughout the organization in new roles or teams. Reduction of troubleshooting costs to the organization due to the fact that MapTin offers training and other learning services so that employees' questions and concerns can go directly to the vendor rather than needing internal support. Its design and concept, which support the theoretical framework of self-regulation, encouraging new hires to complete the onboarding process in a self-directed and paced way. And lastly, it delivers on 3 of the 4 C's of onboarding: compliance, clarification, and culture, providing a strategic and intentional use of the tool, which can elevate the onboarding experience. Integrating a tool like MapTin into the onboarding process will surely elevate it. Nonetheless, employers, just like employees, should be constantly evaluating and growing their knowledge and skill sets during all phases of the learning process. Through the backwards planning model developed by Kirkpatrick, employers are able to evaluate the efficacy of the onboarding process in a circular direction, which allows for intervention and change in the middle of the process as feedback is returned about the effectiveness of the tools or process overall. Some less formal methods for evaluating MapTin include taking advantage of the troubleshooting support that MapTin offers to all of its clients and gathering feedback on an ongoing basis through online survey and evaluations. It is important to note that MapTin and any other technology tools can only enhance and not replace the role that managers play in delivering on Bauer and Erdogan's 4 C's of onboarding, the most important of which being connection, which is best when done as humanly as possible. When we think of leveraging technology tools to support the onboarding process, organizations can collaborate with software solution companies to help ease the burden of developing robust onboarding programs and the delivery of these programs using technology. Companies like Salesforce, Welcome Aboard, and WalkMe offer robust training solutions that many organizations use to offer their onboarding programs and would make great business partners with us. While the investment of innovative technology tools to support the onboarding process, such as MapTin, may seem cost-prohibitive to the organization, an overwhelming amount of research suggests that the benefits far outweigh the costs. The reality of which being that successful onboarding experience is positively related to the job satisfaction, organizational commitment, engagement, performance, and inversely related to turnover, which costs the organization in the end far more than a technology tool ever would. Just look how happy our friend John is.